Started. So we are into core Power BI concepts. We'll start from the very basics of what is Power BI, the prerequisite MS SQL. Basics of MS SQL should be fine. It should be fine. And what is Power BI? Why we need to go for it? And what are the items we are going to learn? Let's understand slowly, step by step. Then we go for questions. We'll go for clarifications questions after some time. Okay. Let's make sure we put all our points forward first. Let's understand what it is, right? Then we get questions, clarifications addressed as usual. We'll do. Let's get started. Let's understand what is Power BI, why we need it. Then we slowly proceed for understanding how we are going to proceed with it. Let's get started now. And my kind request. From tomorrow, we are going to start our actual Power BI classes from tomorrow. Planned for 1 month. And today we are going to have the introduction. Tomorrow comes installation and basic report design. What is Power BI? Power BI is a suite of tools. It's not a single tool. No, it's a set of tools to design reports. There's a basic purpose, ground level. So we'll start with report design activities from tomorrow. During our journey, we come across, sorry for the sounds over there, I'll mute that mic. During our journey, we'll come across various items for designing colorful reports called modeling, formatting, like something called visualization interactions, meaning I click on one box, other report gets filtered automatically, something like that. I click on India, image, only India data will be displayed. I click on Canada, only Canada data will be displayed. Kind of interactions. We call it interactive reports. From there, we'll slowly proceed for something called grouping, binning, hierarchies, etc. In our journey, we come across very, very important filters. Sorry for the sounds once again. I'll mute that mic. I'm just filtering all the mics. Please give me some time. Actually, we are waiting for a few more participants to join the call. So in the meantime, just giving a curriculum overview in the meantime. And checking the mics to make sure there are no deviations. Okay, just in case. Friends, we'll go for questions, clarifications during Q&A time. We have it anyway. Where we are now? Yes, after basic report design, we have something called filters. By this time, please revise your SQL basics where conditions. We are aware of it, everyone. SQL where end, or, like, not like, between, not between, is null, is not null. Yes, everyone, please. We are aware of it. SQL concepts, please. Mic with everyone, please. I'll wait.
Yes.
Others, we are aware of the concepts. Everyone,
Where
please confirm.
conditions, yes.
Where conditions. Next. Then comes few scenarios. We'll be discussing 10 concepts first. From those 10 concepts, we have 6 scenarios. So we need to go to a level to understand the concept, number 1. Number 2, understand the scenario. Number 3, apply what concepts we need to implement based on the scenarios. So total 10 concepts first. Basic, very basic Power BI we are going to start with. It's all about reporting. Then comes The actual beauty of Power BI, 6th chapter, big data access. We can access database data, cloud data using Power BI. There are nice options to handle big data. And once we handle, then comes something called Power Query. What is that? Power Query is another beautiful item inside Power BI. The main purpose of Power Query to format the data. I give you some data and you don't want to report it as it is. You would like to reshape it. I give you date of birth and you use Power Query to derive age, current age. Date of birth is data. Age can be the actual, what we say, the age can be the actual derivation of your data. Derivation. I mean the extracted item to make your data more meaningful. Yes, are we getting some idea, please, everyone? Purpose of Power Query, a new friend for us next classes. Yes, are we getting it, please? I'll wait.
Yes.
Are we
Yes,
getting
sir.
it, please? I'll wait. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's
Yes.
continue. Sure. Yep. Next. I repeat again. Firstly, we are going to learn the concept of basic reports. Okay. Then we are going to learn the concept of something called Power Query. We'll introduce to all these items slowly, step by step anyway. For now, remember, Power Query is a platform to format the data, reshape the data. I give you one table. My colleague gives you another table. You can use Power Query to join them together, to compare them together. Identify matching data, missing data. Join, group by, union, merge, rank functions, everything from SQL we can do using Power Query. Are we getting it, please? Basic idea, please, everyone, please. I'll wait. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's continue. Next. Then we have the next important item. Others, if possible, please try to respond to the questions so that we can get more from today. Please respond to the questions if possible so that we can get more from today. Let's show the things carefully. Let's show our interest. Let's make it interactive. Need your support. Bit vast subject. Next. Okay. Apart from Power Query, we have half century actually. In Power Query concepts, we are going to do half century. I mean 50 examples we are going to do in Power Query. And we are all aware of procedure, function, parameters, everyone, please. Parameters. Basics should be fine. Parameters.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. That should be fine for us. That should be fine. Yes. Others, you are aware of parameters, right? Procedure, functions, basic parameters are enough.
Yes.
We are aware of it,
Yes.
right, everyone? Please, please,
Yes,
please.
yes.
I'll wait.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Yep. Let's continue. Next. We are going to learn something called parameters. I said something because we are very new here. We'll do slowly anyway. But whatever SQL concepts we are aware of, we are going to apply them in a user interface format. That's the actual secret here. SQL queries, here user interface. Whatever we do in SQL, we can do using Power BI, except database creation and table creation. Remaining all activities we can do. That's the actual concept here. After half century of Power Query, 50 examples of Power Query. Again, we are more into it. We do our daily assignments and submit them on time. I repeat, on time. Submission of assignments. We have more, options for getting more items on email. It will be again one-to-one activity. Really, we do more, we get more, obviously. Curriculum is common. Okay. Next, once we complete half century of Power Query, remember again, Power Query is the kitchen area for extraction, transformation, loading activities, the cooking of your data, the slicing and dicing of your data, Power Query. And then comes cloud. Again for cloud, another half century, another 50 items on cloud. And what we are going to learn here, cloud, it's all about hosting the data. It's all about storing the data in such a way it is more secure, easier, and flexible for access. So in our classes, we are going to learn here cloud concepts. We'll start from the scratch, like what is cloud? From the very basics, we'll do slowly. Understand how to publish the reports to cloud and create something called dashboards. And we are going to learn the concepts of something called gateways, data set, semantic models, etc. I said 50 examples. Here are the items. So on. Next, we'll make it easier. Okay, I'm just setting up the expectations from the classes from tomorrow. We'll do it slowly. And one more thing. Please make sure you have Windows 8 or higher operating system, because we are going to have certain installation called gateway. Purpose, data refresh. What does it mean? You generate a report, you design a report today using one Excel or a PDF or some other source and upload to cloud. Tomorrow, if you do any changes to the source, report should be updated, right? That left side data source to right side report, a bridging, data refresh activities will be taken care by gateway. That is a concept here. So we need Windows 8 or higher operating system. And we are going to learn something called apps, row level security, analytical reports, paginated reports, different types of reports, and hosting them into something called report server. 13th chapter is about report server. And by this time, make sure we have SQL Server. First prerequisite, Windows. Second prerequisite, SQL Server on Windows. Why? For Power BI report server. It's not urgent, not right now immediately, but by third week of the course, please get it ready. And 14th chapter to 17, we have half century again on DAX. DAX, Data Analysis Expression Language. And final one, 18th one is about a project and including PL 300 certification guidance. And complete, I don't want to call dump, but more or less like a dump, the latest samples will be provided. We keep buying samples from various websites at least once or twice every quarter. Consolidate them, compile them, and then give it to the participants. One such latest sample, just to get some idea, okay? One such latest sample on my screen, just to get some idea, okay? I'll just show you here and just pausing it for a few moments. And on my screen, something like this, a 400 pages, sample book, something like this. Next, just to get some idea, okay? Now, let's understand slowly what is Power BI, why we need to go for it from scratch, right from the basics. Let's understand slowly. I could see few attendees joined a bit late. So far, I was actually explaining the course curriculum, a overview. I was mentioning a total of visualizations department, Power Query department, Cloud department, and DAX department. 4 departments and 1 month journey from tomorrow. Let's understand more about it and then we go for questions. Before we proceed, I could see if we attendees join a bit late. From tomorrow, please make sure we are on time. We practice on time to get maximum benefit from our lovely classes. Let's get started, and on my screen now the agenda. We'll understand what is analytics. We'll understand what is reporting, the sources of report, Power BI, career options, certifications, and our actual learning process will start from the scratch. And this is Sai Fanindra from SQL School. Caretaker. You can call me a watchman of SQL School, and I will care it carefully. Trust me, I will care it very carefully. And my love, really, my love, my affection towards my Microsoft technologies will make me speak in the class. I mean, we do more, we get more. No second thought about it. Curriculum common for everyone, but the actual key takeaways will or may vary depending on our rapport with the subject. Need your support. Let's do our best in our classes and let's get started. Let's understand the red box Power BI, what it is and why, how it came into the market from Microsoft. Let's get started slowly, step by step. Now, Power BI is a visualization component. Let's get into the definition slowly. It's a suite of tools. Yes, there are total 7 different tools we need to learn in our classes. 7 tools. 4 departments. I said visualizations, Power Query, DAX, and Cloud. Of course, report server as well. Say 4 plus 1, 5 departments and 7 tools we need to learn. Out of 7, 2 to 3 tools will be used at our job work. And better we learn all those 7 tools as per the ecosystem. Now you may ask me, Sai, why we have 7 tools? I have an answer for you. A tasty answer. Please give me some time. Another 5-10 minutes, we'll talk about a tasty answer. I mean it. We'll see what it is. It's a suite of tools to design reports. Why multiple tools? Because multiple types of reports. My credit card bill is a report. My LinkedIn feed analytics is also a report, but there is a difference. My LinkedIn has interactive report, whereas my credit card bill is a plain paper report, a PDF report in an email or in my app. Different tools, different types of reports to serve various customers. From there comes something called dashboards. The definition of dashboard in Power BI is bit different technically from other analytic environments. There are other famous analytic environments like Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense, Google Data Studio, etc. But we, in our Power BI environment, from tomorrow, the way we interact with dashboards is bit different. The definition itself is bit different. Here, we are going to learn how to work with beautification of reports using dashboards for easy end user access. And Power BI is known for self-service, meaning customers can cook their own reports. Then what you and me do? You may ask me, Sai, if customer can generate their own reports, then what you and me, what we do? There we are, data formatting, data modeling, data shaping, preparing the data Ready for report is what we need to do. There comes Power Query and DAX, two backbones for Power BI. So remember friends, very simple and straight. Power BI is like a hotel, star hotel, okay? Really, our example works until end of the project. Power BI is like a star hotel. Let me put this way. We have tasty aroma and recipes out of it. Let me put this way. Sample reports that we are going to generate in our Power BI classes very, very soon. Power BI is what is it again? A star hotel, a 7-star hotel with 7 different tools. You happen to go to a star hotel. You see, or any hotel, okay, for a weekend stay or whatever, you see various restaurants, right? You see Chinese, Italian, Mexican, Asian, or a pub or something else, something like this. So different restaurants to suit the needs of different customers. The same thing here. So all these kitchen areas, 1 to 6 kitchen areas, they come up with recipes. Those recipes are nothing but the reports. As simple as that. And we have 4 types of reports Power BI will support. Something called interactive report. What is this? Interactive report. Few moments back, I was mentioning something like my LinkedIn profile or your Facebook feeds, Twitter tweets, whatever. And I said it's like an interactive report. What does it mean? Yes, interactive report means something which is dynamic, something which is very interactive or user-friendly environment. For example, on my screen now, I hover the mouse and I see some content like this. Here it is, in this way. So I hover the mouse and I get some calculations. Those are DAX calculations, DAX, data analysis expression language. DAX knows how to read and understand the data, add more value to the data. DAX knows it. These are called interactive reports. I cannot expect this kind of analytics in my credit card or my phone bill. Those are called paginated reports. Remember, what is that? Second type, paginated reports. So interactive reports, paginated reports. These are all things we are going to learn from tomorrow. Analytical reports, to analyze the data from Excel. Excel is a powerful reporting environment. The backend will be Power BI. I repeat again, friends. Usually we think, okay, Power BI is for reporting. Correct. Absolutely, friends. Correct. Nothing wrong in that. But that's not the end of the statement. That's only the first line of the entire big definition of Power BI. Power BI can store the data and Excel knows how to report it. That is analytical report, part of our classes anyway. We have something called paginated, interactive, paginated, analytical, and mobile report for mobiles, smart clocks, tabs, tablets, etc. Okay, we are talking about the restaurant. Well, what about my barbecue? Number 7. I mean my example, okay? Friends, trust me, this works for our entire course. Let's make it easier. Live data, real-time refresh is what gateway means. And cloud, takeaway, report server, dine in. I mean, the reports are hosted within your company's data center Power BI report server. And cloud, meaning the reports are simply integrated to social sites like LinkedIn. I was showing you a few minutes back. Your Twitter tweets, Facebook insights, etc. So 7 different tools are supposed to be installed by you and me in our classes. And things are very simple and straight. Very, very simple. We are going to start with number 1 and end with number 9 in our classes in the same order. Now here, interactive reports, one for cloud, one for report server. There are 2 tools for interactive reports, one for cloud, one for report server, non-cloud. Same way, page generated reports, one for cloud, one for non-cloud. There are differences. There are differences. That's the reason Microsoft is updating the tools time to time. We have a purpose for using them. And we have something called analytical reports and something else called mobile reports. 4 report types, 6 design tools, 1 data refresh tool, cloud, no installations, but report server again we have to install in our computer. So what is Power BI now? A suite of tools, 6 design tools, 1 gateway, that is data refresher tool, plus cloud, wherein we host the reports for social sites, public websites, etc. And report server. Report server is a special type of hosting environment to store your reports securely in your company's report server, company's data center, like government projects, defense academy, and citizenship data, and healthcare data. These are all very sensitive information. I have been to a routine health check very recently, and they have my Aadhaar details with them. They might have your SSN details as well, right? To claim the insurance and all those stuff. So it's a sensitive data. So we cannot expect sensitive data reports to be on cloud directly. They need report server. So both are equally important for us. Next, from here, please, are we getting some idea, please? The scope of our learning, the scope of Power BI, we got some idea, please, everyone, please. I'll wait. Please confirm, please.
Yes, sir.
I'll wait. Yes, sir. Others, please.
Yes,
Others, please.
Yes.
I'll wait. Others.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue. Next. Thank you so much. Attendees have been responsive. Really appreciate. Let's continue. Next. Next step. Okay. We learned what is Power BI. The definition we learned so far. What is Power BI again? A set of tools for what? For analysis, reporting, understanding the data, identifying the trends of data, and generate beautiful reports like this, just to get some idea. So it will save a lot of time because, Power BI can do a lot of mathematics for us. Remember, Power BI can do a lot of mathematics for us. Now the next item, what we are going to learn in our classes. Yes, the course is for 1 month, as I mentioned earlier, and these are the items we are going to learn. We'll start with installation tomorrow. Continue understanding basic report design. Repeat the concept, then go for doubts and clarifications. Then comes interactions, slicer, visual sync. These are all like, chemistry terms, really. New terms, I understand they have their own purpose. Each concept has its own purpose. And we are going to learn in the same order, horizontal, left to right. After we do interactions and slicer activities, then comes something called grouping, binning, hierarchies, and drill down on one day. Filter, drill through, bookmarks next day. We'll make it in a meaningful way. There will be a link between previous class and this class and next class. That's what analytics mean. So need your support on time practice. Make sure you revise your SQL concepts by first week of the course. By the time we enter into second week of the course, please revise SQL concepts. Basic SQL queries like joins, group by should be fine. No problem. It should be fine. The more we are aware of, more stronger we are in SQL, more safe always. And we have something called database access, storage modes, modeling. Here modeling involves relations, data formatting, data type detections, and so on. Window functions, rank functions, etc. Column formatting and visualizations. After yellow items, first module 1 to 6 chapters, you will start your project work. You are doing on-time practice. You are giving me 30 minutes a day for your practice. You'll submit your assignments every day or at least by weekend on time. Monday to Friday, all assignments you'll submit by weekend. So everyday practice, submission of assignment by weekend, my kind request. And then we are good to start the project. Project goes in parallel to the course. Respect your time. Just make sure we are doing the things in a priority basis carefully. After 1 to 6 chapters, basics comes. I said 50 examples on Power Query. The 3 lines are about Power Query activities. Then comes 4 lines on Power BI cloud and report server activities. Hosting in cloud and hosting in server. This requires SQL Server. Report server needs SQL Server. Any version is okay. 2022 preferred. You may do it by 3rd week of the course. Entire 4th week is about another half-century DAX activities. Very simple, friends. I said Power BI is the star hotel, right? Really. Power Query is a kitchen area. I mean my examples, they really work for our classes. Power Query is the kitchen area. Remember. Why? Why it is kitchen area? Very simple. Why? Because whatever we do in our kitchen, we can do in Power BI. What does it mean? Slicing the data. We say slicing, dicing, filtering the data cleansing activities, join, mashup activities we can do using Power Query. Simply say, friends, the kitchen area. Okay, we come out of the kitchen. Then we go for the actual, the recipe. Once done, the garnishing part is what DAX is going to do for us. Let me justify my example. In our classes, using DAX, sorry for the sounds over there, I'll mute that mic. Using DAX, we are going to have something called star ratings. So what is that? Adding value to your existing report. That is what DAX will do. Dynamic reporting. To make it simple, it's all about dynamic reporting activities. I repeat again, once again on my screen. From data source, we bring the data into Power Query. We union, merge, join, truncate, filter, etc., etc. The formatted data is given to actual cooking area recipe. Then garnish it, DAX. Then serve it to the end user plate, cloud. To make Power BI simple, this is an easy to get into concept. Next, I was talking about star rating, right? This is an example for star rating. 5th example of 16th chapter. But don't worry, we are not going to write all these lines of code. It's auto-generated thanks to Microsoft. We have something called Copilot, part of our classes. AI extension called Copilot, we are going to learn and implement for easy, simplified, accurate DAX. We'll do slowly. To make it more easier for our items on my screen, we are into the red course. So we'll start with introduction, reports, grouping, binning, slicer, visual sync, bookmark, buttons, big data access. I request you to go through and by heart the technical terms. Please do it for me. Let's start learning together from today itself. And after first module, you will start the project work. If you wish to. If not, you can start the project at the end of the things. Whenever you want, you can start after first 6 days. Module 2 is all about Power Query 50 examples, Cloud 50 examples, Copilot and AI. Technically, we'll do. And we have Module 3 DAX, data models and report server activities. From there comes project work. And in case you are into data engineering as well, we have additional classes on Power BI with data engineering integration activities. So here it is. We have the data engineering with Power BI. So it is Power BI with something called Synapse. Data warehouse. In case you are going for both courses, then we have these extra classes, Synapse, Spark database. Again, it's also a warehouse. And data lake. This is Power BI with database concepts. Same way, we have Power BI with data lake and storage concepts, blob, binary large object, Azure tables, and end-to-end integration activities. Let's make it meaningful in a slow pace. We are going to start from Power BI from tomorrow. With this, let's have a small recap of what we learned for last 30 to 40 minutes, whatever. Then we go for questions. Let me give a small recap here, just to make it easier, straight for us. On my screen now, everything single screen. What is Power BI? A reporting environment with 7 tools, 2 production environments, and 2 technologies. What are the 2 technologies? Power Query and DAX. What are the 2 production environments? Cloud and report server. What are the 7 different tools and the purpose? 1 to 7 on my screen. Why to go for Power BI? We have other tools like Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense, Google Data Studio, etc. Why Power BI? Because cheaper cloud, cheaper item 8, free item 9. Remember, free Power BI report server, easy design, easy to use, and suitable for big data analytics. Friends, I'm not talking theoretically here, I'm talking practically. For example, what I mean, yes, we do have something called Tableau. Yes, let me just put this way. I'll just make sure I show it practically for some time. Yes, we have something called Tableau. In Tableau, I'll just open that Tableau class as nodes and make it more easier for us. Okay, we'll do one by one. Just wait for a few moments. There is something called Tableau. Okay, and it's a reporting environment. Actually, Tableau is also reporting environment. Here it is. I think somewhere here. It's a reporting environment. Yep, it's a great reporting environment. And there the user interface is not as eye catchy as Power BI. First thing. Number two, Power BI has desktop. What is a desktop tool? Same as Power BI, Tableau also has desktop. But their desktop, Tableau desktop, is not free. There is something called Tableau Public and Tableau Desktop. Tableau Public is free 15 days. I mean, there are some limitations with respect to tools. Here we have Power Query. There we have something called Tableau Prep. Here we have DAX. There we have something called Tableau Functions coding. Main advantage of Power BI, AI, Copilot, part of our classes. We need to add our keywords carefully in our resume. We need Power BI. Day-wise notes, material, certification guidance, project work, FAQs, scenarios, solutions. I will take care. On-time practice, print copies of the class notes. You please take care. My kind request. Let's make it happen carefully. Need your support. I repeat again, print copies of the notes. You'll be receiving first 6 chapters in a single shot. Then again next 6 chapters. Then next 6 chapters. 3 different slots, 3 different modules will be receiving the print copy notes, Word documents. Get them printed so that it's ready with you before we actually start that particular class. My kind request, everyone. Example. Today we are into introduction anyway, like what is what, and tomorrow we'll start basic report design. I'm supposed to provide you the notes today itself. If the print copy is with you, it will be easy for us to follow. You'll do the practice after the class, but we can get nice meaningful questions in the class once we are into it carefully. Need your support. We'll stop for now. Everyday assignment I will take care, notes I will take care, on time practice I request you to take care, please, my kind request. With this we'll stop and over to you now. Let's go for questions if any.